listen, I'm gangster. I know I'm gangster. I know. I tell everybody all the time, test my gangster, right?
His entire life has been lost to that so-called gangster life. Ariella Lancaster, 6ix9ine's girlfriend, was discovered dead on August 17th. And now in court, the word is that he is finally acknowledging his involvement in her death. It's even worse that this isn't the first occurrence. A troubling pattern from his past involving women is beginning to surface. I will simplify it for you. When the streets caught up. On that morning at approximately 8 a.m., Ariella was found dead behind the wheel of her luxury SUV, which was located on the eastbound shoulder of the Cross County Parkway in Mount Vernon, around 20 miles north of the city. She was alone in the vehicle, which became crucial when the detectives were reconstructing her final actions. After the coroner did their work, they discovered what everyone in the neighborhood had already suspected. The cause of death, as revealed by the autopsy, was multiple gunshot wounds. The Westchester County Police Department explicitly stated that this was a targeted hit, not random violence on the street. This whole situation gets even crazier when you check out Ariella's social media right before she got clapped. She last posted on Instagram on June 7, 2025, showcasing herself enjoying life with the caption, "Happy and blessed." To make things even crazier, the night before she got murked, she was sharing stories from Icon, New York, where she worked, celebrating and living it up. Rumor has it that she was likely going home from her late shift when some idiot made the decision to remove her from the game for good. But for real, let's be honest about who Ariella really was beyond her association with that clown 6ix9ine. War ein wichtiger Akteur in der New Yorker Nachtelbenzin, MIT Mayor ALS 551.000 IG Followern. She was working hard in her roles as a bartender and hostess at Icon, New York. Some cats referred to it as Opus Lounge, where everyone claimed she was the realest, known for being crazy, cool, energetic, and beautiful. Ma, who was originally from the DR, had 2 daughters and was residing between Westchester and Rockland counties. Her entire wave consisted of modeling, dancing, and engaging in entertainment collaborations, which made her widely adored in New York's nightlife scene. When discussing 6ix9ine's persona and his self-presentation on the streets, we must grasp the complete mentality of this individual. On The Breakfast Club, he was genuinely attempting to market himself as a tough street guy.
Cause no problem, man. You know what I'm saying? I address him. That's me. I'm the hottest artist in the city, and I'm coming on here now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
you're not the hottest in the city,
I'm the
though.
hottest in the city.
This dude was genuinely out here saying wild things on the radio, asserting he was the king of New York and everything.
Listen to me. My thing is, right? Look, this is the way I look at it, right? I look at it, if I could walk around and say I'm the king of New York, right? Didn't you think somebody would have done something by now?
Give it some time.
Give it some time?
Yeah.
How much time?
I don't know, but I don't think that you should.
Because it is a lifetime.
I don't think you should be bringing that kind of energy on yourself.
But the true street understood what time it was with him.
I don't think you should be bringing that kind of energy on yourself.
But listen, I'm gangster. I know I'm gangster. I know. I tell everybody all the time, test my gangster, right?
Oh, God.
Not listen to me. I tell everybody, test my gangster. A lot of people don't like me, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to fit in. My message is to be yourself, and I'm always myself. I always push that message to be yourself and embrace yourself who you are.
The __ was also genuinely attempting to present himself as tough regarding his gang connections. When they asked him about being both __ in blood, he attempted to downplay it as if he was just on good terms with everyone. He continued to attempt to rationalize his fraudulent flagging by asserting that he was never genuinely put on by anyone. Ariella and that rat 6ix9ine had a connection that ran much deeper than most people understood. She had featured in his WP music video from 2023 and was performing alongside him at venues such as New York's Tobogga Room. However, their relationship remained mostly private, away from the drama that follows that snitch everywhere he goes. As news of Ariella getting bodied emerged, 6ix9ine reacted instantly with what appeared to be intense emotion. Dude jumped onto his IG stories, sharing photos and videos of her with captions such as, "There is no heart more beautiful, rest in peace, Ariella Lancaster," and referring to her as a tremendous woman and the Queen of New York. He was expressing his grief intensely, saying things like, "New York will never be the same, and I loved you." These were not merely casual industry condolences or insincere gestures for social media. Nah, this was what A___ said, who had just lost someone very important to him. His post's raw emotion depicted a scene of genuine love and ruinous loss that pierced through the clout chasing and controversy that typically engulfs his entire persona. However, once you become acquainted with the true history of this cat's movements, you begin to recognize patterns. Keep in mind that this is the same person who attempted to act tough on The Breakfast Club when they inquired about his legal issues. When they pressed him about his case, he attempted to portray himself as just a young cat who got caught up.
Say 2 years ago, 3 years ago, right? Say 3 years ago. I'm 21 now. Say 3 years ago, right? I come out, you know what I'm saying? I had a underage girl in the video, right? And you know, it happens, you know what I'm saying? You know, girls lie about ages. Everyone knows this, right?
She was 14.
A lot of people get caught up in this, right? Yeah. Now, I come out with this. I get in trouble for this crime, right? I'm totally remorseful for the situation, and it happens, right?
Once the inquiry began to intensify, inquiries promptly arose regarding the potential link between Ariella's murder and 6ix9ine's infamous street reputation. Online speculation began to connect her death to 6ix9ine's controversial history, particularly his 2019 testimony against the 9 Trey gangster bloods in a federal RICO case, which led to his early release in 2020 due to cooperation. This speculation was not unfounded. When 6ix9ine chose to cooperate with the authorities and inform on his associates, he earned the Rat label in street circles, a title that essentially established him as a permanent target. In the hood, those who talk to the police get hurt, and everyone was aware that this guy had a price on his head. Unverified rumors suggested that she was shot while returning home from work, possibly in a car with 6ix9ine. It was implied that he might have been the actual target due to ongoing gang conflicts. But real talk, the authorities haven't confirmed any of that street talk, and the investigation was still ongoing with no arrest when this story was unfolding. They did clarify that her death was not related to another shooting on the same day in NYC that resulted in 3 other fatalities. Ariella's murder affected many people beyond her immediate circle. Social media was inundated with tributes, and Icon New York closed down temporarily in her honor, stating that New York City nightlife has lost an angel. They established a memorial outside the lounge, where people came through to describe her as a beautiful, kind Dominican mother who didn't deserve any of this. The Rat shows its true colors. While the detectives continued to investigate Ariella Longa's murder more thoroughly, some genuinely unsettling patterns began to surface. Patterns that would overturn the public's assumptions about this case. In order to grasp how we arrived at this juncture, we must scrutinize the intricate and problematic history of Daniel Hernandez, the individual infamously known as Tekashi 6ix9ine. This is not merely a tale of a single fateful evening in the streets. It represents the culmination of years marked by increasing violence, legal turmoil, and conduct that investigators would later characterize as profoundly unsettling. 6ix9ine has a long history of allegations regarding physical abuse against women, dating back years and involving multiple former partners. Among these, the most notable was from Sarah Molina, the mother of his children and his daughters. She recounted some horrific abuse that occurred between 2011 and 2018.